This tutorial is part of the GTFCC online course on the identification of priority areas for multisectoral interventions for cholera control. This tutorial will walk you through the simple steps to get your data ready for analysis in the Excel tool. The first step is to select and copy your data formatted in accordance with the data model template. Open your Excel data file. In this video, we use fictive data. Select the entire dataset by pressing Ctrl-A, then copy the data by pressing Ctrl-C. We will now import the dataset we have just copied into the PAMI Excel tool. Open the PAMI Excel tool. Go to the Sheet Data Input table. Go to the gray cell A1 to paste your data as values only. To do so, right-click and select Paste Options, Values with the 1, 2, 3 icon. Now the dataset has been imported into the PAMI Excel tool. Now the next step is to include in the calculations all of the geographic units of the dataset we have imported. First, let's check how many geographic units there are in the dataset we have imported. Each row is a geographic unit. In our dataset, there are 101 lines filled with data. Therefore, calculations should apply to 101 lines so that all geographic units are included in the calculations. Calculations are performed in the sheet R1 Priority Index Calculation. On this sheet, calculations have already been automatically performed for the first geographic unit. To expand the calculations to all geographic units, select the row that corresponds to the first geographic unit. Select the bottom right corner of the last cell filled with data by placing your mouse on the green square mark and maintaining a left click. Then, drag down the selection for as many lines as you need. That is 101 in our dataset. Now we can see that calculations have been performed for all the geographic units in our dataset. The last step is simply to refresh calculations in all sheets of the PAMI Excel tool. At this stage, calculations have not yet been performed in all sheets of the PAMI Excel tool. For example, in the sheet R3, the summary table is not yet populated, and the sheet R5 is not yet filled with data. To refresh calculations in all sheets of the PAMI Excel tool, go to the tab Data and click Refresh All. This launched calculations in all sheets of the PAMI Excel tool. You can see that now outputs are displayed in the different sheets of the PAMI Excel tool. Here is a recap of the simple steps we took to have all outputs ready in the PAMI Excel tool. First, we have copied our data set that was formatted in accordance with the data model template. Then, we pasted it as values only in the data input table sheet of the PAMI Excel tool. Next, we made sure to include all of the geographic units of our data set in the calculations. Lastly, we refreshed calculations in all the sheets of the PAMI Excel tool by clicking Refresh All in the Data tab. And that was it.